stop or yield at partially controlled intersections. So one of the best things that I can tell you, when you see a stop sign, don't take it for granted. Have a complete stop for 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003. Then when clear, move forward, okay? We gotta look left and right. That guy thinks he's Darth Vader. So you gotta look left and right. You have to take your time, and we're waiting for a gap, okay? I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm looking left, looking right, waiting for a gap. Cars are here, and this is very stressful, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move forward. I can go in the middle lane, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I can go in here and just stop, okay? And then I accelerate up and through the gap. You know, it's almost 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in the Midwest, so you can see a lot of people just driving crazy, not paying attention, and not doing what they need to do, meaning being safe. They're reckless, they're cutting off each other. You see like this sudden slowdown? I gotta squeeze my brake because now there's a lane reduction, okay? And if people aren't paying attention, they're gonna rear end me. And cars are turning around, so I don't know what's going on, but you gotta prepare for this stuff. And this is what throws people off their balance. Like, this car is stupid. Why are they trying to go over and look? I don't understand, okay? But we're not gonna worry. We're gonna go ahead and get in and make a left turn into a fast food establishment, McDonald's, right? We're not gonna worry about that. In fact, we're gonna have to go the other way because we don't have time to play.
Welcome back. Will you be using the mobile app today? Hi, I'll be right with you.
Thank you.
How can I help you?
I need a number 2 large with the coffee, 1 cream, and a large ice water, please.
All right, anything else?
I also need 1 sausage burrito, no sauce, please.
All right, does that complete your order?
Yes,
Thank you. Your total will be $10.90 per square foot.
thank you. So the next thing I wanted to tell you, I had a client last year. They were hungry, they needed food. So as a result, here's what happened. They got their gas and brake mixed up, and they almost hit the side of McDonald's. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Better now.
Good.
$10.90. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And just being nice to people, I think that's the biggest thing. And the world is very bitter and angry and mad, right? Okay, take for instance, I'm in the Midwest, I believe in Michigan, they have their first, in Detroit, Michigan, they have their first female mayor. That's awesome, okay? And we want to move everything forward. AI is coming up. We're going to be talking about the flock cameras. An officer supposedly used this private information for a third-party company. So a lot of things are happening. In New York, they had their first foreign governor, which is awesome. I like diversity. A lot of people who watch this don't. So you have to decide. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at this traffic. I don't have time to play with this, so I'm going to go the other way. And you've got to know what to do. So here's my gap, but I got to get on the gas. And a lot of drivers can't because their foot will actually miss the gas pedal. I've seen it happen. They'll pull out in front of a car, their foot hits the brake instead of the gas, and then literally we almost get hit. I have a client who did that on Sunday. He didn't listen to me. He had really thick boots on, and as a result, he lost the pedal. And then when people look at you because you try to teach them, they just don't want to listen. Hopefully this is open. And they messed up on my order. What did they? Yep. I don't have time to go back and clock their tea. I asked for number 2. They don't listen. So I'm a little mad right now. But anyway. Guess my tea got clocked. I don't have time to play with them. Now, a lot of beginners don't understand is you have to stop. Then if it's clear, you make your turn. Okay, we're going to take a different way to get on the interstate. We're going to be coming up to this pole, this burgundy truck. A senior older guy lost control and hit the telephone pole. So what I need you to do is when you're pulling out of these gas stations or these private driveways, you've got to really have your car under control. Now this is a protected left turn, and there's just a lot of heavy traffic, so I guess we're going to learn a lot today. We have a blinking yellow. So if it's clear, you'll turn. I've also seen a lot of accidents at this intersection because people don't understand and they don't yield for traffic. Now, I have the right of way, but a lot of people don't yield. Seen cars slide off of this clover leaf. So what you need to do is just be very smooth, don't oversteer, and this old Caravan is going to accelerate really slow. So I'll put in a lower tune. Use your blinker. Now I'm going to accelerate up to speed. Backup. Oh, that whacker almost got hit. People are driving stupid. It's gonna settle down. Biggest thing is just being patient. If you're not patient, you're going to ruin someone. There's nothing we can do. This is part of the I-94 corridor. I've seen people ride on the shoulder before because they're so frustrated and they just go crazy. We're 22 miles an hour in a 70. Literally, a car yesterday almost rear-ended me. As long as we're moving, I'm fine with this. I think the left lane will move faster. You got this large semi-truck from our brothers to the north. That's Canada, if you didn't know. So now we're starting to move here. Real tight. Not the serious out here. Kia's got about 117, 125 horsepower. So on the phone. You see how they drift left to right? It's not this serious. Okay, I'm gonna accelerate and get over. We're gonna make a lane change. I already know what they're gonna do. See, this is an accident waiting to happen. And plus someone threw paint on their car. So I'm looking ahead past this smaller Infinity, because if you just rely on the car in front of you, I've seen a lot of rear-end multi-car collisions. So I'm just keeping space. We're at about 75 miles an hour. I'm showing you this so you don't have the same type of accident. Looking for debris on the road. And then what I'm going to do is change lanes in a moment, because I don't want to be around this driver. So here I go. Yes. Actually, it feels nice to pass the driver like that. Then I'm going to get over one more lane to the right. And this is what all these drivers should be doing to facilitate smoother flows of traffic. This lane is open. Why is everyone hogging the left? I don't get it. So this is a prime example. Then I'm going to get over one lane to the left. counting cars. I think I passed about 10 cars. And you're trying to be smooth and very deliberate, very intentional. Now it looks like they're from Michigan State. We're out of state. So their coach will end up getting fired in another year or two, because in jobs you have to produce. In social media you have to produce. In driving you have to produce. In business you have to produce. You can't make over 100,000 plus and not produce. We're trying to win today. So I'm looking ahead. It's very competitive. Microsoft, Google, these large companies, NVIDIA, they have laid people off. Yes, in fact, we have 4 people laid off in our firm, so we all have to have more clients, but there's more opportunity for commission. So I'm trying to lift my foot and take my time. That's not a real blinker. You gotta have at least 3. 2 is nothing. About 75 miles an hour. This lady or man is tailgating, clearly. The one thing I need you to do is not tailgate. Keep space, take your time, be patient. That white minivan that's cut off in front, not necessary. When you see all these brake lights, the 4 ways need to go on. And I'm just trying to take my time. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And they just rode behind there because of the school bus. They're not really driving. Man, there's a lot of tires on the road. We seen a semi-truck tire blow up. It's a big white puff of smoke in here, like a big bang. It was really scary. I took a client down to Bowling Green, Ohio, to a camp. They didn't get an offer, but they got on the list. When you're driving heavy traffic like this, you need to keep good speed and good space. You need to take your time. That truck to the right, that's the repossession truck. So if you don't pay your bill, they're going to take your vehicle. I've been there a couple of times. So if I missed another payment, they were going to take my SRT Grand Cherokee. But luckily, I took care of it. So I'm increasing my following distance. And if you don't, you're going to end up rear-ending the vehicle. So we're just keeping space, because a lot of drivers just cut in front and they have no consideration. So we're trying to keep a really good safe following distance. And we're getting up to an exit to take us out of the country. And a lot of drivers just wait till the last second to get over. This is real traffic. I'm not just saying this trying to clock your T. You have to have your vehicle under control. I'm sorry I'm talking loud, but it's very serious out here. And a lot of people have lost their lives because they're just not making good decisions. And I'm showing you this to help you, because there's not enough content out here really to help drivers who want to learn and drivers who want to grow every day. Because if you take this lightly, you're going to be one of the fatalities on the I-94 interstate. So we're just trying to really understand the flow. Heavy stop and go traffic. We had a detour this morning. That truck waited till the last second. Have more fidelity when you drive. Take more pride. And I think it's a matter of pride. If you want to be a good driver and really have good insurance rates, then drive with consistency. Take a defensive driving class, subscribe to my channel, and we go live every day in this heavy traffic to our destination, back. Okay, we go live every day, and then we have to talk about the flock cameras because an officer supposedly sold that data to a third-party company. We're losing our constitutional rights every day. I believe Detroit, Michigan has their first female mayor history. Okay, there's the first foreign mayor for New York, so we know the administration is turning over, right? But people determine what's best. Okay, you never want someone to micromanage you. I don't want my boss to micromanage me. I don't want to micromanage you. I want you to make good choices out here and just be consistent. That's how you avoid accidents. That's how you don't smash your car. And that's how you have a really good insurance rate. Like they're on the phone, the black car, the black Honda. So I'm trying to keep good speed and good space. And I'm too close to this car, so I'm gonna get over. Okay, I'm gonna get over. You gotta drive with passion and an intensity and purpose, right? That's the most important thing. And if you're not driving with purpose, why are you driving? If you're not living with, I'm a purpose-driven person. Good health, learning how to use AI, attracting new clients, manifesting a adult driving school to help people who are less fortunate. Because we want to have drivers on the road who are making good decisions. Okay? We want to live our best life every single day. Isn't that what it's all about? Getting that good job, building up that credit, getting that first house, getting a condo, okay? Getting your first vehicle, right? Finding the person that you love and care about, and then getting on a knee and proposing to them. We're not going to wait till we're 30 or 40, right? You can do it now. There are millionaires who are under 20 using AI, right? If you're not using AI every day and learning and scaling, then you're not really developing, right? I'm not liking what this car is doing. So I'm looking for a consistency. There's a truck I'm going to get over, but I'm being predictable. You may not be an enthusiast like me, but this car ahead of us has an aftermarket exhaust. I can look at it, I can tell by the sound. Be passionate. Be passionate about your job, whether that's the music industry. I saw a really incredible YouTube video about a young lady who put out her own music, spent $100,000, but Spotify deleted her albums. She went through a lot. And I understand, your journey's not going to be easy. Is it easy being out here? No, because I read your comments. Is it easy getting your license? No, because a lot of you can't afford to go through the classes. A lot of you don't have a car. No one's going to give you anything, okay? You got to earn it. And you've got to prove to yourself first that you have this opportunity and you deserve it. Okay? And you can see this traffic. So you got to have that positive self-talk every day. And you've got to seize the day. And it's hard sometimes. I get it. You have to seize the day. Almost just a sideswipe accident. I'm just trying to be very intentional, be smooth, and just look ahead. And we want to really have our best foot forward. We really want to be aware of what's going on and anticipate trouble. Like there's a huge backup in front of us, so we're going to slow down really easy because I don't want to be rear-ended. We're just going to be really soft on the brakes. Let's take our time. It's not easy out here. You want to be an actress or an actor, it didn't work out. You want to be a pro athlete, you ran your 40 too slow, okay? There are people who've been laid off. They got a car, they got a house, then they got laid off from the company. It's tough. My heart goes out for a lot of you. I read your comments. because I care. And I use this to fuel me to get out here and make this content for you, because at the end of the day, if I help one person, then I've done my job, right? That's what it's all about. Helping people. You know, those 20s, those 30s. Just taking my time and just dealing with the traffic. And then you can't bring this negative energy into your job, your school. You can't take it out on your boyfriend or girlfriend, because they don't deserve it. There's a lot of domestic violence going on. A lot of men are putting hands on women, their girlfriend, their mom, their wife. Okay? Don't do that. And women, you are verbally abusing your boyfriend. You're probably saying, what does this have to do with driving? Because if you're angry, you should not be driving. Okay? If you're emotional, highly emotional, you should not be driving. I'm looking for a blinker. Good. The bus came out. So I'm going to make room. And I'm going to flash my lights. Let them come out. Okay? That's what I'm supposed to do. Give them room. Okay? And we're all communicating right now. It's heavy traffic. None of these people care about each other, right? But a little care goes a long way. Like I showed that bus driver, by flashing my lights, you can come out. And that's a good lane change. And that smart bus, I believe, is for seniors or people who are handicapped. You know, that's helping our community. Okay, you can help your community and be successful. You know, people want to move out of the hood, right? You want to buy some property, but you got to have credit. You got to have you got to have a deposit. It all ties together. But if you don't drive, you won't be able to get to. If you don't learn to drive, you won't be able to get to those things. That high-paying job in the city that pays $70K, but you don't realize that you have to pay about $10,000 for parking, food, gas, so that $70K is now $60. And then the tax rate in the city is different. And a lot of people just get fed up with all this traffic. But you have to have the mental capacity to stay relaxed and stay smooth. You heard my alarm. You heard that, right? That safety activation saved me. Okay? I was aware. I was really distracted looking at that gray Tesla and that turbo Buick, right, to the left. But I had my foot on the brake. If you want a Cybertruck, if you want a Tesla, if you want a 5090 video card, whatever you want, you can obtain it. You just have to set some goals. And I want all of you to set goals. And I want all of you to live your best life. I want to see you shine. I want to see you be successful, right? And no hate. Whatever you do, do it well. If it's sports and you're a baller, you know, if you're social media, you know, reach out to me. I can help you. Good titles, good thumbnails, right? Currently on this channel, on this social media platform, I'm at about 1.1. On Instagram, I'm at 1.9. I'll take a screenshot, because I'm learning how to make better content. I read your comments, okay? And the analytics will tell me, and the algorithm will tell me, okay, my people like this type of content, so I'm gonna make it. And then during research, you want me to go live and talk about dash cams and talk about avoiding accidents, talk about real life. So I'm gonna follow it, unless the numbers tell me otherwise, okay? There's also a lot of criticism. A lot of people say, why are you on here? You don't know what you're talking about. You look crazy. Don't let people say negative things about you. You got to ignore them. You got to live your best life. The common good is for the community. Because at one point, we all will go on to the afterworld, and it's going to be judgment, right? So we just have to pause and take a breath and do good things. Help other people. And that's what it's about. Helping other people. Helping them reach their goal. Helping them do their best. Okay? You know, people are going through a lot of things like this guy's a veteran. This black car, I don't know what they're doing. Okay? This black car, I don't know what they're doing. So I don't know what's going on. And, you know, we could be less fortunate. Okay? And I'm not judging. This guy's getting cigarettes. This black car, you know, no judgment. This is no judgment. We all have a life to live. We all want to do our best. And whether you're in social media, sales, education, commercial products, just do your best. Just help people live. And that's the biggest thing I want to say. Help people live. Help them do their best work. And if you can help someone along in their life, you're gonna do good things. And that's really what it's all about, doing good things to help your community. This is a crossover, and this freezes when the temperature gets very cold. And then I'm gonna go up here and pause and stop. And then I looked, and then I'm going over. Thank God I made it. But now we have the flock cameras, and I need to be talking about this because our privacy is being invaded. There's no privacy. We have none of that. Okay? There's just a regulatory sign up here. This means stop. Let's see how many people actually stop. Okay? They didn't stop, so they're garbage. I'm calling you out. But I'm gonna stop. 1001, 1002, 1003. That's all you need to do. But drivers won't do that. Set those standards. Do your best. Okay, we want to watch out for cars. We don't know what's going on. Use your blinker. Parking lots are very dangerous. A lot of pedestrians do get run over, backed into. So what I need you to do is just take your time and find a spot that is safe for you so you can live, right? What I need you to do is subscribe to the channel. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm teaching you best practice so you don't crash. Subscribe to the channel, smash that bell notification. Have a blessed day.